First play, first throw coming for Vic. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Into space at the 45. Spins away and down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Vic now. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And that flag accepted. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Little bootleg here. Levis. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Levis to throw off play action. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bullock. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Michael Vick. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Vick. That one caught by Rice. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Vic readies to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Vic to throw it. Flushed out right. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Play action now. Levis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Long. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. To the left side and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Vic's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he lost the football. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's got his target. That's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Levis. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that is going to tie us at 18. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. But such a costly interception. Talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think without a top-flight quarterback, the way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Bobo. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Montana. Flush to his right. That's downfield into the hands of Sharp. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Badgley sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Levis now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Levis back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
On third down, Johnson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. Here's Levis. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson, 29 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Montana. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Levis's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, Levis. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Johnson running right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A toss left side, Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Levis sets up to throw here. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jerry Rice from 8 yards out. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They go play action with Montana. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keith Bullock coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight.